Before game 2, the video I made before game 2, I went off on a little rant and I said that Steve Kerr was trash. He wasn't a good coach. I didn't say that. I said that because, you know, you got Curry, you got Klay, you got KD. Like, who's not gonna win with that team? When he was not coaching, when he was out, when he was ill, and Luke Walton took over as manager, they went on a winning streak too. They were looking just as good. From these last 3 games that we've seen, even some of these other games in the playoffs, I can honestly say that Steve Kerr is not a good coach. You're playing Iguodala over Kuminga. Klay Thompson can't guard anyone. Yes, I know you need him for his threes. Jason Tatum is dancing around him. Jaylen Brown is blowing by everyone. Marcus Smart is getting what he wants. Al Horford is backing down anyone. Robert Williams is grabbing rebounds over everyone. And you're making no adjustments. 2 of the biggest factors of coaching are motivation and adjustments. And I don't know what he tells them in the locker room, so I can't say he's not a great motivator. He doesn't appear to be, but I don't know for sure. We don't know. But he definitely doesn't make adjustments. You're in game 3 of the NBA Finals, and you're making no adjustments, but you're supposed to be a good coach. Not only that, after that video, someone was so butthurt that they left me a fucking essay saying that Steve Kerr's a great coach, and I'm ridiculous, and I sound like Stephen A. Smith. No, I don't sound like Stephen A. Smith because I don't just say anything just to say it. I'm taking what I'm watching in these games and I'm relaying it. I'm transferring it to DFS so I can help you guys with money. Steve Kerr's trash. If you think that Steve Kerr's a great coach, that's good for you. Nobody, you're entitled to think what you want to think, but don't. After your coach doesn't make any adjustments and he's getting smacked in game 3 of the finals, don't jump in my comments talking shit, because I'm just going to block you. If you say, hey Chapo, listen, Steve Kerr doesn't make adjustments, but I really, really like him, I'm cool. That's fine. That's your opinion. Everybody has their opinion. You know what I'm saying? But don't call me names and nothing like that, because I'm not saying what you want to hear. Because I'm blocking you with the quickness. I don't give a fuck about your subscription. Don't disrespect me. To me, I'm saying what I see. If you don't like hearing it, log the fuck off. Close your app up. I'm here for the people that want to win money. I'm here for the people that want to know who to play. That's what I'm here for. You other butthurt internet fucking keyboard warriors, go to Osmo. Go to Run Pure Sports. Go to Roto Grinders. You know why? Because I got time today. Get the fuck out of here. I'm here for the people that want to hear the truth and want to win money. They want to know who to play because they want to win money. And that's the type of time I'm on right now. Don't jump in my chat talking crazy, because I will address it. On that note, Steve Kerr's trash, and that's why they lost the game, because they made no adjustments. Jason Tatum scared me. Jason Tatum really scared me. I don't get scared. Jason Tatum scared me because he said, I don't know where they get this superstar from, the superstar thing from. I never said I was a superstar. My man, if you're not a superstar, why are you playing the game? If you're not a superstar, why are you there? Why do you idolize Kobe? Why do you do his moves? Why do you, if Kobe's your guy, then you want to be great. You want to be a superstar. You want to be the man. You can't talk about you don't know why they say you're a superstar, because you are a superstar, my man. That's why. With that being said, Tatum's always in play. I think Tatum's actually a lock, because he's going to do a lot of things. Tatum's a lock. 23 shots, 41 minutes. That's what you're looking for. 49 fantasy points. He's capable of giving you 75. Well, not in the finals, but he's capable of giving you 60 fantasy points a night. He second guesses himself sometimes. I know he's young. That's on him. I'm not gonna harp on it. Listen, if I do something, I want to be great at it. He wants to be mediocre. That's his problem. He has the ability to be a top 5, top 10 greatest of all time. But that's on him. You know, Curry. What I keep saying about Curry, I keep saying the same thing in every video. Curry's great. He's you know, top 4 point guard of all time, maybe top 3 greatest shooter, yada yada yada. And what happens in the fourth quarter? Nothing. And then I was thinking about it today, and then I asked myself this question: what do I really expect a 6'3" point guard to do in the fourth quarter? He's not Jordan, he's not Kobe, he's not Braun, he's not T-Mac. I mean, the only point guard that I've ever seen really take over late in games and was unstoppable was like Iverson, off the top of my head. Maybe there's more. Curry's not Iverson. Curry wants it. You know, listen, I'm telling you something right now. Curry got a great dribble. Curry's got moves. He's got moves like Jagger. We all know that. But there's a lot of things that have to happen for him to get his open three-point shots. There's handoffs. There's picks, high picks, screening rolls. There's a lot of stuff that has to happen for Curry to be successful. Tatum and Brown, they just get the ball and go. I'm not saying Curry can't do it, but he doesn't do it at the clip that Tatum and Brown do it at and can do it at. Curry needs a lot of things that go his way, a lot of things to happen from his teammates. They have to win the next game or they're done. Curry's still a lock for what he's going to do in the first 3 quarters. If he plays, he is questionable. If he plays 37 minutes, yeah, there was a little bit of blowout run in the end, and he did get hurt. 22 shots. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for minutes and shots. Curry's a lock. If he's not healthy, I'll fade him. Jaylen Brown. What did Jaylen Brown do? Jaylen Brown, the game started. Jaylen Brown took the ball and he won the game in the first quarter. I keep saying it. Tatum's not a 2, he's a 1, and he's proven it time and time again. Tatum has the mindset that Brown has the mindset that Tatum should have. But it's fine. Everybody can't be the same, and it's very fine. The Boston Celtics have 2 number 1s, and that's a great thing. They remind me of the Bulls, the 90s Bulls. They do remind me of them. Jordan was two-way. Pippen was two-way. They had great rebounding bigs, defending bigs. They had off guards that handled the ball. You know, Marcus Smart, Ron Harper. They remind me of the Bulls a lot. This is their first finals together. If they win this, which I think they should, it's going to be a problem for the league. No one's going to be able to beat them. All they're going to do is get better. Jaylen Brown is a lot to me. He's shown you why with his play. 40 minutes. He took 16 shots, still put up 48 fantasy points. He set the tone. He told the Warriors that they weren't ready, and they won. Jason Tatum just shoved it down their throats in the first quarter, and they never got back from that. They never came back. Marcus Smart, he played well. I'm still scared of Marcus Smart because he could have a down game, but Marcus Smart, you know, you should play him. You should play him as often as you can in these lineups because he's very important to the thing is you got to tie in. If you think Warriors are gonna win, you wanna kind of tie in the players that you think are gonna be that's gonna contribute to that. That's the whole reason that I'm breaking these things down. If you think the Warriors are gonna come back, then you're gonna want some Warriors. Obviously, if you think Boston's gonna keep beat them again, then you're gonna want the Boston Celtics that are gonna contribute to that. If they win, Marcus Smart will contribute. Al Horford will contribute. He took 7 shots. He played 30 minutes, 8 rebounds. He does a little bit of everything. That game 2, 14 fantasy points. I like him. 34 points seems about right, so I'm looking for him to give me that again. I didn't get him in much lineups, but I do love Horford. Wiggins is another guy that I will play as much as I can because of what he's asked to do. 40 minutes, 16 shots. You can't beat that. Plus, he's mid-range price. He didn't hit his shots. He took 6 threes. He only hit one. 36 fantasy points when he could have hit a little bit more shots. But 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals. You're probably going to get that every game because he's active. Wiggins is definitely a top tier play to me. Klay, I kept telling you, Klay's going to have one game. He's going to hit his shots. 39 minutes, he hit 7 shots. 39 fantasy points. And I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is he had his game. This is the game he had where we're going to see his shots go in. He made 7 shots, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. 25 points. The bad news is this is his ceiling. He won't have a better game than this. 39 minutes, 25 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Look, last 5 games, rebounds. 1, 2, 2, 3, and 3. Assists. 1, 3, 3, 1, and 3. This is his best game of the series, and it will be. And I think you did need him. I think he was in my winning lineup, but I didn't have Robert Williams in that lineup. I had Tatum, Brown, Klay, Derrick White, and somebody else. But I don't see Klay having another good game because he's just not himself. Is it the injuries? Is it his age? We don't know. We'll never know. But there's only so many games left to sit here and figure it out. So Klay's going to be a healthy. I did say I wasn't going to play him, but the more I thought about it, I figured I took a chance to play him in one lineup. And that lineup ended up hitting because he had a good game. But I don't think he's going to have another one. Listen, you're playing many lineups, throw him in 1 or 2. Keep in mind, if you're watching a show and someone says they don't like someone, that doesn't mean don't play them. That means that person isn't high on them. So if I'm not high on somebody, that doesn't mean fade them. That means that I just don't see it happening. But if you're playing multiple lineups and you know they're gonna start and play a certain amount of minutes, you can throw them in. You never know. Like Robert Williams, I was low on Robert Williams. I thought he was gonna play much. He ended up being, I think he ended up being in the optimal, if I'm not mistaken. So listen, just keep an open mind. Listen to what you need to listen to, but don't let that sway your whole game plan. Now we're gonna get to the big dog, Draymond Green, and I gave him benefit. Let's just do this. Let's throw Wiggins being captain so I can see these prices for utility. Draymond for his price, I thought that expected limited production, but I thought that the upside of blocks and steals was worth it. And boy was I wrong. 35 minutes, 4 shots, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. He cost a lot of people money. He's out there doing nothing for 35 minutes. Do I think he's going to have a bounce back game? Maybe, but what's his ceiling? 39 fantasy points, and that was against Dallas. You're not doing that against Robert Williams and Al Horford. You're not doing it. If Al Horford is healthy, Draymond is finished. He can't even get a rebound over Robert Williams. Draymond is somewhat useless to me now. If Robert Williams is healthy, Draymond is useless. Looney, they didn't play Looney enough. Mr. Kerr, great coach you are. You didn't play Looney enough. 17 minutes, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 points, 17 fantasy points in 17 minutes, over a 1 fantasy point per minute player, and translating that into onto the court, he was effective. He would have done a lot better than Draymond with Robert Williams grabbing multiple rebounds, offensive rebounds over Draymond's head. Why didn't you play Looney more? Okay, well they're gonna say, well, Chapo, they didn't play Looney because so they can switch everyone. Listen, you're getting out rebounded, you're getting washed up, you're getting blown out. Play Looney. That's just one guy they should have played more. We're gonna get to the rest because I got time today. Robert Williams, listen, his play spoke for himself. We all know he has a bad knee. If he's gonna be given 20 minutes of pure anarchy, I'm taking it. The 14 minutes threw me off, but they did have a long. They did have 3 games. He didn't really look like he was limping much to me. I did watch the game, but I gotta rewatch it. So I definitely like Robert Williams, but I'm not gonna game chase. I'll put him in a few lineups. 26 minutes, 8 points, 10 rebounds, 4 blocks, 3 steals. You telling me they couldn't use Kevon Looney? The numbers say they could have. He's absolutely in play. Derrick White, Derrick White had a lot of good games. I think he had a down game fantasy wise. Yeah, 14. That's fine. You're not gonna have a great game every game, but he does control pace. If you watch him with the ball, he's actually more of the Ron Harper of this team than Marcus Smart because he's like a shooting guard. He's a combo guard. He can shoot. He's not the greatest point guard in the world, but he's serviceable. And Derrick White definitely dictates pace of the game. Watch the games and watch when he's handling the ball. He dictates the pace. They're usually doing well when he's handling the ball. Derrick White's in play. Absolutely. I played him every slate, and I'm gonna keep playing him. Where are we? Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole he's actually useless to me. I don't think he's gonna have very good many good games. Like I said, what I told y'all last game, this was a blowout run to 29 fantasy points, so I wasn't high on him. 24 minutes, 17 fantasy points. The Boston Celtics are not going to let him go out there and play Rucker Park on them. You know what I'm saying? All that, step back jumper and between the leg, spin jumper, all that stuff he be doing is not gonna go in the finals. I expect him to have another 24 minutes, 17 fantasy point performance, unless he hits more of his shots. Boston has a great defense. If you think Jordan Poole is going to be important and the Warriors getting the win, play him. I just don't think that he's a factor. He's going to be a big factor in these finals. I think Otto Porter is more of a factor, a big forward that can shoot, that can stretch the floor, could grab rebounds with a little bit of toughness. But guess what? They're not doing, playing him enough. 21 minutes. 3 shots, 4 assists, 1 rebound, 15 fantasy points. And when Otto Porter's on the floor, they're doing well. So that must mean something. I don't think Iguodala got in this game, but the fact that they played him out at all is a travesty. Grant Williams is Grant Williams. You know what he does. He's not really there to score. He just did to be a body. He hasn't been doing much lately. 18 fantasy points. He will hit an open 3. 20 minutes, 10 points, 5 rebounds. Serviceable. Grant Williams, if he's my last man in, it's not the end of the world. Gary Payton, I know a lot of people wanted to play him because he was cheap. 11 minutes, 6 fantasy points. Well, he's too small. He's too small. He can't do anything with Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is not a 2, he's a 1. You got to put somebody on Tatum, you got to put somebody on Jaylen Brown, and Jaylen Brown does not give one fuck about you. He's going to go through you, over you. Jaylen Brown is scary. Jaylen Brown is scary. He gets what he wants when he wants. That's it. We're into game 3 of the finals. If we're not understanding what we're watching, then why are we watching? Jaylen Brown is scarier than Tatum because Tatum takes himself out the game. Jaylen Brown doesn't care. Jaylen Brown is going to score. And Jaylen Brown is realizing when Tatum wants to play in his head, just give me the ball. Get out of the way. Jaylen Brown's a monster. Jaylen Brown is... I've been saying it. I've been talking about Boston since February. They start 5 two-way players. I've been saying, if you've been watching my videos, I've been saying the same thing. I've never wavered. The only thing I've ever wavered about was Boston in 7. It went from Boston in 7 to Boston in 6. Because the Warriors physically, unless Curry and KLAY get hot for the rest of the games, every game, that's the only way they're going to win. That's the only way they're going to win. Boston's better in every department. And their coach knows how to motivate, and the coach makes adjustments. Steve Kerr doesn't make adjustments. The only thing he did was not play Iguodala in Game 3. That's the only thing he did. Bro, you really needed the Game 3 to realize you shouldn't have it when everybody knew that. But he's a great coach, right? Get out of here with that nonsense. Let me just double check that he didn't play. I don't remember him playing, but let me just double check. Oh, 2 minutes. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. Bielitsa. Now, Bielitsa's washed, unfortunately. They did try playing him, but you're putting in Bielitsa over Kuminga and Moody when they're younger and more athletic and could be substantial in helping you ride the wave of the Boston Celtics. They put him in for 3 minutes and realized he couldn't hang. He looked lost out there. He looked like he wanted to be back in Sacramento. But that's their problem, not mine. Don't play Bielitsa. You shouldn't be playing anything under, really, maybe Pritchard, but he's not even getting the minutes he was getting in the last series. Because Coach Udoka, what does he do? Makes adjustments. Pritchard's unplayable for me at this point. I don't think we're going to get this one, the Game 2 minutes, but I don't want to take that chance. So I'm stopping at Grant Williams. Okay, we're about to go to FanDuel. Run through that real quick. Make sure the pricing is level. Listen, you're new? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Hit the bell, thumbs up. What else do we do? Hit the bell, thumbs up. Hit the bell, thumbs up. And subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. That way you know when we drop these videos. People don't really watch the baseball videos when there's a basketball game, so I didn't make any baseball videos. I'm not going to make a baseball video. I'm not going to, it is what it is. So let's jump to FanDuel. Oh, one more thing. If you want my Zat lineup for FanDuel, DraftKings, Yahoo, Super Draft, check out the Patreon, link in the description. FanDuel. The pricing shouldn't really. I expected Draymond's price to drop, but it didn't. Him being 1,300 over Wiggins and Horford and Looney is a joke. Draymond should be like 1% owned, because even on a good game, he's not better than these guys. Curry, Tatum, Brown, obviously first tier, nothing changes. Wiggins, Horford, Smart are the next tier because of their minutes and their production. Kevon Looney, I gotta drop him a tier. They're not playing him enough. It's not my fault. We could put KLAY in the Al Horford group with Wiggins, but he's still not the same old KLAY. But I guess he could go in the second tier if he hits his shots. Looney, Poole, White, Robert Williams, next tier. Grant Williams, Otto Porter, last tier. That's as low as I'm going. Mr. Kuminga should be playing because of his athleticism. He should be playing. When he gets on the court, he does things. He does a bit of everything, but Kerr doesn't want to play him. Hey, listen. Steve Kerr's a great coach, and he knows what he's doing. I'm going to leave it at that. So, yeah, Curry, Tatum, Brown, first tier. Wiggins, Horford, Smart, KLAY, next tier. Looney, Robert Williams, Derrick White, next tier. And then Jordan Poole, Grant Williams, Otto Porter. But Jordan Poole does have an upside to come in and hit shots. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. I think that's about it. I think we covered everything. So that's it. Good luck to you guys, and I'll see you later. Ciao.